Well, some people are calling me a hero.
Oh, is that right?
And I say... I say you're right to call me that. Sorry. Thank you. If you don't mind, Dan, I need my money. Some people call me a hero. I say, yes, I am. This is Connor. And I saved my cat, Rusty. Just straighten my beanie. So, enough of that. All right, so my cat, like, actually, I actually prayed I could tell this story on the pod and actually, like, be happy about it, because, like, that meant that there was a happy ending to the story.
Yeah.
And to clarify, there is a happy end to the story. But basically, my cat Rusty, who's my beloved cat, I think Dan's got a picture of him.
Yes.
If you could show the picture of him sitting on the scratch mat, because that's the picture we put out of him missing. Bless him. That's him. He's my baby. He's my everything. He's I think he's 16, turning 17 in October. So he's an old boy, but he's like my everything. He went missing on. My mum let him out on the Thursday, and then by the Friday morning, he didn't come in for any food. So we knew that something was up. And I had to go to work, which sucked because I was at work all day, just like panicking and worrying, like calling my sister, my mum, my dad every like couple minutes. Well, every like 45 minutes. But, it's like, it was constant. And it's funny because like, I just wanted them to tell me that he was safe and back home. But I knew that they would call or text me if he was. So I knew calling them every single time they were just going to say the same thing. But I was generally just so upset. I was like, he never doesn't come home. He loves to eat. He's like, everyone comments about how fat he is. It pisses me off. He is quite big. But because you'll see in a video of me saving him where we found him. But everyone commented about how fat he was. And their congratulations, But, it was just so horrible because all Friday night, we were all just trying to get him in. I knocked up and down. I must have knocked on about 30 houses. About half of them opened the door. I don't like talking to my neighbors anyway, so the idea of talking to them, like 15 of them, was like, I don't know, I'm quite a socially anxious guy, so I don't really want to talk to my neighbors, but...
Makes you think, how did the Jehovah's Witnesses do it,
I think we spoke about it on the show like a year ago that Jehovah's Witnesses came past when I was building the house. No, one woman was like, I thought you were like, going to be a like a solar panel guy, like trying to sell me something. I was going to tell you to fuck off.
Right.
And I was like, ha. And when I left, I was like, good luck with the solar panels. And she was like, ha ha. Hope you find your cat. I was like, thanks.
Well, that's neighborly friendly.
Well, the second time I came back from knocking on the houses, like literally like 5 minutes later, we found him. So we came in and I was like, I think it was like 3 hours until I was going to see Dan on like a Saturday. And I was like, I think, I hate to say it, but like, I didn't want hope because it's the hope that kills you. And I didn't want to have hope and then make it worse when like maybe someone found him and he had passed. But we called rangers, we'd called vets, we put up on like, we have like a local Facebook group for like the area. And no one had said they found him. Like no one had seen like a deceased cat in like a bush or something. So my mum just kept saying like, he has to be somewhere. I was like, but where though? Where? We've looked everywhere. I've knocked everywhere. No one's seen him. And we kept like when Rusty was younger, he used to like hide. He used to go under the into the drains. There was a few like feral cats in there, and he used to like hang out with them. But he hasn't done it in years because he's like older and he's fatter, as everyone points out. But it just didn't seem like he would do that anymore because he's very lethargic. Like he doesn't do much. He sleeps most of the day.
Well, when they're older, they don't tend to leave the house as much anyway.
No, not at all. But Alicia, who I bought flowers for the next day, because if it wasn't for her, my sister, she cooled down some drains, and he wasn't far from the house. He was kind of around the corner. Next time you come over, I know I keep meaning to do it, I'll show you which drain he was down. But it was just kind of, if my house is here, he was just kind of just down the street a little bit.
Okay.
So she kept saying, like, I can hear him. And I was like, I can't hear him. I can't hear him. She's like, I'm not hearing things. He's definitely down there. Yeah. And she went across the road to where there was another opening in the drain. And I heard him and I was like, I don't believe it. I mean, it just felt like a sign from above. I'm not even religious, but it was like, oh my God, like I feel like I genuinely just feel like I was just so happy. I just felt like someone was looking down on us because he's like our baby and we were just so upset. I have photos and videos of what
Yeah.
happened next. So we had to get
This is the photo of where he was stuck. Do you want me to show that?
yes, if you could please. Right, so that's him. I had to literally
Crazy.
So there was a slab that was like a concrete slab, which is as heavy as it sounds. That was like, it was like the opening for the drain. So I had to run to the garage and get a crowbar, and it took me, Dad, and Alicia to like lift it up. And we're like, now that he's here, we can't have the slab fall down into the drain because it might squash him.
Yeah.
So we were fucking super scared about that. But it turns out when I climbed down into the drain and that was my POV, it's funny because someone said, was he stuck? He seemed like he could, I know he's quite fat, folks, but he seemed to fit through fine. And he wasn't as wet as you would think because it was raining a lot. And I think because like, I think that pipe was quite high up and it's only there when there's a lot of like rain.
Sure.
And it like helps with the dispatch of the rain when it gets like super heavy, like rain.
Yeah.
So it took him a minute to come out.
He looks like he's not squashed in there, you know.
He was fine. He came out fine.
He at least looks thinner than the pipe. I'll give him that, you know.
Great, hilarious. You know what? And it didn't smell down there because it was just rainwater, and he didn't smell of like sewage. Like,
jeez,
it didn't smell terrible. But I jumped down. I was wearing like the trousers I am now, which are like nice, and I was wearing my white English jersey for the cricket, and I was like, I am not dressed for this, but I was so worried he was gonna like run away and we'd lose him again, which he didn't or wouldn't. But anyway, next the video.
Yeah, this is crazy. This was you saving.
I'm wearing the same beanie. It's my hair. Yes, this is him getting him out. That's my dad grabbing him.
So it's a pretty short video, but this visual is insane. So you had to. You had to be. So there's a slab that was lifted up.
Right. So the slab was there, and we had to crowbar it up. And it took me, Alicia, and Dad to move because it's solid concrete.
How did you get down there? Did you just jump in?
You see the orange?
Yeah.
That's a ladder.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was pretty clean down there. It wasn't like messy.
So did he come down from?
He came down the pipe. Yeah.
From this?
He eventually came to me. It took about a minute.
And then let you get him out.
I just had to keep calling him and like calling him the things I was like, come on, chicken. Come on, Bubba. Jeez. I just had to keep being like, Rusty, it's me. Because I think he was confused. And he'd been down there for like 48 hours.
Gosh.
So he jumped down and I guess he just couldn't get back up. And thank God Alicia cooled down the drains because it cooled, not crawled, I crawled in. But if Alicia didn't cool down there, like, he probably just would have...
And if she didn't hear him, you know?
No, yeah. He probably just would have starved, which is so sad. I feel like there would have been water down there, so he would have been able to drink.
Yeah.
I know humans can live on water for like nearly a month only, but I don't know about cats. But he would have been able to live on water because there was tons of rain.
Well, that's probably why he was meowing because he was so bloody hungry.
Yeah, well, he came in and he just like, I think I got one last photo. I might be wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's one last photo of when we finally got him in. That's it. When he finally got in after he ate.
Oh, bless him.
He's the sweetest boy. And I posted it everywhere because I was just so happy. And I posted like that story on Instagram of me getting him out the drain. And I had a few people like that story from like high school who I haven't spoken to in like nearly 9 years. Like
it's sad to lose an animal.
Yeah, I think people were so sweet about it. Like it was genuinely like it was a heartwarming moment. It made me realize how much I love him and like how lucky we were to find him. I'm not a religious person, like I said, but like it really did feel like we were just like saved from something from above.
Everyone relates to how sad that is, you know, losing the idea of losing a pet, or, you know, like you said, if he wasn't found and maybe he had passed on, then that would have just been awful.
That's what sounded terrible because like it literally is like one of my worst nightmares was Rusty disappearing without a trace because Rusty's my favorite. I know you shouldn't have favorites, but he's my favorite. It's the first cat we got. So, and he loves me. He's always sleeping on my bed. He loves me the most. So we just have this bond together. I can't explain it, but
well, it's a 15-year plus bond. You know, that's
nearly 17 years in October.
Yeah.
So
that's special. That's very special.
It is, and like he's watched me grow up, and like my biggest fear was like just him disappearing and then never coming back, and it's like I didn't know if I kept saying to Dad, I was like, I don't know when I can mourn him if it's like because how do I know he's really gone?
Yeah,
and my mum was like, "Don't talk like that. Like he's gonna come back." To give mum credit, she always kept faith, but I had a feeling that like deep down she was like, "I think he's gone," because like he just would not come. We were calling him. We left like tuna outside. It really didn't seem like it was gonna have a happy ending, and then when it did, I mean, we found him, and then like 2 hours later, I came around here, and like I just like I was just so happy. I drank tons of beer. I was so jolly. I just felt so happy, and I just loved that guy. And eventually, like you know, the little guy has to go eventually. I get that. That's the thing with all pets. Yeah. But I want him to go with natural causes in front of us, like
for sure.
It just seemed like it was gonna have such a sad ending to such a beautiful life because no one could have given him a better life than us. Like he literally has like the best life ever. So anyway, it had a happy ending, and yeah, everyone was so sweet about it. So thank you to my Rusty. We love you.
Cheers to that guy, even though he's still around. And hopefully will be for a little longer.
I don't think he's going anywhere. He because my dad kept saying like I think he's gone off to pass, and I was like he went to the vet like a month ago because he hurt his paw, and we were expecting him to come back from the vet saying like we had theorized that Rusty had diabetes for a while because A he is very large as everyone keeps saying, and B he loves to drink water a lot because like we think because he's thirsty all the time because he's overweight. And the doctor checked and was like, apart from his teeth, he's like super healthy.
Jeez. Wow. That's good for an old cat.
So I kept saying that. I was like, well, the vet said last month he was fine. Like, why would he go away?
Well, I'm glad that you had, you know, your mum keeping things positive, and I'm just glad it was a happy outcome in the end. You know, it would be a hell of a sad story to tell on the podcast.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to.
If it went the other way.
Preface. I don't know if I could do the show if I genuinely like. I feel like it would just be so I couldn't do anything. Like I felt like an empty husk. I couldn't. It was like the weekend, and I'd been working all week, and I'd been semi sick, and like I couldn't. Like I was watching like the cricket, I couldn't enjoy it. I was like, I enjoyed taking a nap, and I was taking a nap, and I felt like so guilty because I was like, I felt exhausted, but like I was like, I'm sleeping right now, and he's out there somewhere maybe, and it was like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't eat. I didn't feel happy doing anything. So thank God.
I thought I was responsible.
That's kind of dark but true.
I didn't mean to make it too dark there, but
I love that. Where's the this is what I hit my mum with. Here you go.
Someone is responsible for what happened, and I can't say who that is, but I know it's not me.
Right, because mum let Rusty out, and I mean she felt awful. She was like, if I let him out, and that's what led to him like never coming back. And
then you do feel guilty, yeah.
I I didn't want to make it feel bad, but when I first heard, I was like, why did you let? Because she let him out the front, which she never does. No, I don't think she let him out. I think Alicia came through the front with my nephew, and he kind of ran out, and she was like, okay, well they need to explore the front. So she closed the door, and then he didn't come back in from that. But like, it's not her fault. Like that could have happened. Anyone could have been opening the door. It could have been me. So Rusty going in the drain. That was. I just imagine him trying to jump back up through the hole that he got in, and was like so fat that he couldn't fit.
Yeah. I mean, I hopefully he's learned his lesson and he won't do that again.
He's fine. Thank you.
Oh, gosh. No, thank you, pal. And I'm glad that you're okay. Let me hit you with the double applause. Well done, friend.